So you've thought about moving or relocating to the Seattle, Washington area, but living downtown isn't quite your thing? You've come to the right place. We're going to go through and talk about all things Snohomish County, and today we're going to focus in on the market report from March of 2022 and compare it to numbers from 2021 at the same time as last year. So that way you get a really good snapshot as to how the market is reacting to current trends of what is going on in the world, along with the interest rates, and if the housing market's kind of cooling off or if it's just kind of staying the same. So stay tuned and we will dive right in. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, or actually even both, in the Seattle surrounding areas, you need to know what's going on in the housing market. For the month of March, there were 1,870 new listings. That is up 14% from last year. Out of those new listings, there were 629 active listings, which is also an increase of 15.8% over last March. So what that means is that the active houses are the ones that are actually still available and not under contract. And then that's when we get right into the pending homes, which is a total number of 1,553 homes that went pending in the month of March during the stats taken. And compared to last year, those are also up 4.4%. So pending is when a house is actually under contract and is no longer actively listed on the market, and someone has made an offer and they're waiting to be financed or going through inspection period or something like that. For Snohomish County, the median price for a home also increased, and it increased by 24.9%. That is a really large increase. So the total median price for the month of March for a home in Snohomish County is $758,707. Let's translate that into dollars instead of percentages. So basically, from last March to this March, the median house price increased by $188,000. Just think about that. Let's talk about the asking price versus the sold price. So that has had a significant increase as well. It's been pretty steady around in our area in Snohomish County. And with that being said, what I did was I looked at about 10 different cities within Snohomish County, and I just made notes and compared the numbers from this March to last March to see what those percentages were, and they're still standing strong. There were actually 3 communities that came in as the top 3 performers for those percentages, and I'm going to share those with you. The first one is the city of Mill Creek. With Mill Creek seeing the largest percentage of increase from the asking price to the sold price, you have to realize that the inventory is in demand. The average house in Mill Creek sits on the market for just 3 days, and the percentage rate that it's increased to is 22%. So basically, you put an offer in on a house, and the winning bid is typically 22% over that asking price. And at number 2 is Woodinville. Woodinville is seeing an average days on market at just 4 days, so just 1 day longer than Mill Creek, and they are experiencing 17% over asking price. And out of the communities that I did take a look at, the one coming in third is the city of Linwood. Linwood experienced a 15% increase in the amount over asking. With just 4 days on market, it's also a very fast-paced market. So just know that when you are looking to buy or sell, be prepared. You need to be ready to work, make decisions, and if you have a good agent, it's going to go smooth. I'm also going to mention that Everett saw an 11% increase. Now, they also have a little tiny bit of a slower market right now, just with 7 days being the average length that a house sits on the market for, which is not a huge amount of time at all. I mean, if you think about it, typically in our area, new listings are published on Thursdays. And then what happens is that, everybody goes visits the open houses if there's an open house for that particular listing, or they're booking showings with their agents. And if you don't have one, call or text. And anyway, then the buyers are deciding over that weekend if they want to make an offer for this house that they've seen. And the offers are usually due by the following Monday or Tuesday. It is not a lot of time. So if you're just thinking about making a move, kind of getting into the housing market at this point, just realize that you just need to be ready. Just have everything all lined up and you're good to go. So as I mentioned, I had looked at a bunch of different cities within Snohomish County. I mean, anywhere from Lake Stevens, Marysville, Arlington, Monroe, you name it. Anyway, I don't want to put that disclaimer out there that I've looked at every single city, because I haven't. But in general, most cities in Snohomish County have seen that 7 to all the way up to 22% increase over the asking price. So I just am trying to paint a picture here that when you find the house that you are wanting, just make sure that you're ready to make your best offer and know that you're going to be okay at the end of the day if you lose out by maybe missing out by $100 or something. Whatever your budget is and you've put it on as your cap, just make sure that you're comfortable with that and there are no regrets. With today being Thursday, April 14th, 2022, I decided to pull up the available houses that just came out on the market. And this is also the ones that have been sitting on the market for a while, in addition to the new releases. With that, the numbers for all of Snohomish County available residential homes is 484 homes. And within those 3 communities that I mentioned earlier of Mill Creek, Woodinville, and Linwood, I just want to let you know how many houses are actually available in each city so you can get a grasp of how that feels as well. So Mill Creek has a total number of 8 houses available. Woodinville has 0, so good luck. And then Linwood has 37. Granted, we are going into a holiday weekend, so it might be a little bit slower this week. I have a feeling next week is going to be a lot busier. If you've liked this video, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you're alerted to when new videos like this are released. New videos will be released on Thursdays. Please comment below and let me know if you have any suggestions on any upcoming ideas for videos. Until next week, I hope to connect with you and help you figure out what's your next move.